Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again to a Killer Tofu experience. I had to think about it for a second. It is Monday, November 18, 2024, 11:13 a.m. in the morning. It feels good to be back. We have a special stream today. No games or anything that I don't think I'm going to play anything. We're going to be reacting to the Game Awards nominations here in like 30 or 40 minutes. But I'm excited. How's everyone been? Welcome back officially to the stream. How's life? How have you guys been? I've missed you. He comes back and makes it all about himself. Can I do the voice band later? How's the audio? Is everything sound good? No, it doesn't sound good. Yeah, so like I was saying, today we're going to be doing at about noon, the Game Awards YouTube page is going to be putting out a video that announces the nominations of like all there's like 20 something categories, I think, maybe even more. The voice band has to be right now. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to. So there was a change in the rule set for what games they allow right like last week. Basically they put it in the rules, like they didn't even really announce it, but they like some people were like digging around on the website and found out that basically any DLC or expansion can be included now. So things like Elden Ring expansion, Shadow of the Erdtree could technically be Game of the Year this year. So I'm just interested to see, like, I think that, I don't know, that basically guarantees it's nominated for Game of the Year. I don't know if it's going to win or not, but yeah, here in like 30 minutes, we're really like 45. We'll be going through all the nominations and everything. But yeah, enough of that for right now. But how have you guys been? I've missed you. I've been playing a lot of games off stream, obviously, and writing some music. Just working, hanging out with Madame Tofu, the usual. What about you guys? What have you been up to? I just thought this would be a fun stream because like I find myself like the thing I miss most about streaming is just talking. Like I love playing games on stream too, but like talking about games with other people, I've been like fiending for that because I haven't had that. Like I have like some friends and stuff that are into games, but like I miss being on here every day, like forcing guys to listen to my opinions basically. So when I saw the nominations were coming out today, I was like, I got to do a stream. I nominate Sims 4 Life After Death Funeral DLC Pack for game. Honestly, it really could be. I feel like I need to sit up straight. Loki also votes for that. Okay, L as well. It's good to see you, L. Also, I didn't do my usual thing. Loki got first, Kabi got second. I think third place is still up for grabs if anybody wants it. Yo, Gremlin, welcome in. Good to see you. How have you been? I see you on PSN occasionally, playing some different things. Good to see. Zach said, been working on 100% platinum running the original GTA San Andreas. Yeah, I saw they released new updates for all three of the PS2 games. And they actually look way better, more similar to the original, the way the original art style looked. And I saw they took off Grove Street Games. Like they literally erased them from the game, which is kind of messed up, but also funny because they did do such a bad job. Yeah. But yeah, there's been a bunch of game news, man. I don't even know where to start, like, since the last time we had. Have you guys seen the new Xbox ad campaign? The this is an Xbox campaign where they're basically like, we've already knew it was happening, but they're moving away from consoles and they're trying to make like laptops and phones, and they're trying to move away from consoles because their consoles aren't really selling. Been good seeing on Astrobot. Yeah, I was playing the Astrobot DLC levels all released yesterday, or the last one released like this week or something. So I went through and played those. That was pretty fun. That was fun to go back into the game. They added some new PlayStation character bots. Like they added the Helldiver bots. They added Eve from Stellar Blade, which I still haven't played yet, and a few other good ones. They added Wesker in there. Xbox still exists, apparently. We can nominate PS2 games for Game of the Year now if it's a remaster, apparently. I don't have any problem with remakes being considered for Game of the Year, but like if it's a simple remaster, like Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, I'm playing right now. I love it. It's a pretty big visual enhancement, but that's not a remake. That shouldn't be considered for Game of the Year. But like Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like that's pretty transformative. I think that should be included, which I'm pretty sure it will be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. L, thank you for grabbing third. Collab City. What have you been playing, Gremlin? I've been seeing a few things. I'm blanking on what you were playing though. This was probably a while ago. You were playing Assassin's Creed, right? That was probably a while ago at this point. I know it won't ever be mentioned in any good light because some people compared it to the mode with Ghost of Tsushima, but Rise of the Ronin was probably the most fun. I played this in a few years. Yeah, it got solid reviews. I wonder if it'll be included in like Game of the Year category, but at the very least it should be in like, you know, like best action adventure, you know, like best some category. It should have some like a nod thrown to it for sure. I played yesterday though as well. Revelations is fun as hell. Yeah, Revelations is my fun is my favorite out of the Ezio trilogy. Everyone always says 2 or Brotherhood is their favorite, but I actually like Revelations the most. Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, that is interesting. Like I wonder where Switch games will land. Like, because Echoes of Wisdom was good, but it wasn't like a 90+ Metacritic game on or anything. So I'm trying to think like, will Nintendo have a game in Game of the Year contention this year? Because like when I think about what games will be nominated, I'm thinking like Astrobot, 7 Rebirth, probably Metaphor even, because that got really good reviews and people seem to really like that. With the new rules, I know they're gonna put the Elden Ring DLC in there. That's 4. I think they normally have 6 or 7 games, I think, for the Game of the Year category. Then maybe something like Black Myth Wukong or Stellar Blade, but those weren't like, I don't know, those were like in the 80s on Metacritic. I don't know if those would be in there. But yeah, what else do you think will be nominated, I guess? Yo, Monster, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. 28-month streak. Holy shit. 28 months. Monster, it's good to see you. Do you have any thoughts on Game of the Year? Like what you think will be nominated? Games you want to see in there? I appreciate it, Monster. Thank you. Mech says Elden Ring winning again. Can't stop all the W's. That's what I'm doing to Elden Ring. I'm taking it out back behind the shed. I don't even know what came out. Yo, me too. I hope Mech Boss wins Game of the Year. Oh yeah, maybe even like, do you think Silent Hill 2 remake gets in like the nominations? It's hard to say. I doubt it. Alan Wake 2 was late last year. What won Game of the Year last year at the Game Awards? Was it Alan Wake? Alan Wake 2 was definitely nominated for Game of the Year. What won? I gotta look that up. Yeah, let me see if I can find that. Game of the Year 2023. The Game Awards. Oh, it was Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, that game was like Yeah, that was hard to beat the hype around that game. Like this time last year, people were just like insane for that game. Kind of crazy that they're not working on any major DLC for that. Controls better than Alan Wake. Maybe from a gameplay perspective, I think it's like more entertaining. There's a lot more going on. I think I like the vibe and story more in Alan Wake, but honestly, like I don't really even compare them that much because I really do view them as like the one Remedy verse, like, so I don't really, they have a lot of similar vibes to them, but yeah, it was Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Yeah, nothing was going to beat that one. Played Silent Hill 2 for my dad, and he got so mad I kept getting hit. He took the controller from me and did better than me. In Silent Hill 2 Remake, really? That's funny. Oh yeah, I guess Black Ops could get nominated, yeah. I've heard it's like one of the better Call of Duty campaigns in recent years. I don't know how that compares to like other games in general, but compared to other Call of Duties, yeah, I've heard it's definitely solid. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited to see who esports coach of the year is, though. That's the one category I can't wait. Esports coach of the year, esports player of the year, esports venue of the year, esports moment of the year. Get ready for those. Revenge of the Colon for game of the year. I was like, I've never been more disappointed in you, daughter of mine. That's awesome. I still haven't played Silent Hill 2 Remake. I was waiting for Pro, and then apparently the PS5 Pro patch isn't even out yet, but that I'm playing it very soon. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, then I'm going to play Lego Horizon, then I'm moving on to like a bunch of horror stuff I missed this year. I haven't played Shadows of the Damned Remastered. I got to play Alone in the Dark still. Silent Hill 2. I even want to go back and play Lollipop Chainsaw. I never played. I don't know. I'll get back to it. Shadows of the Damned? Yeah, Shadows of the Damned and Lollipop Chainsaw both got remasters. Apparently, they both had technical issues, which is why I wasn't like that upset about waiting. Which makes no sense. Like a PS3 game running on PS5 should not have frame rate issues, but apparently running the PS4 version of Shadows of the Damned, the PS4 version of the remaster on PS5 gives you a better frame rate than the PS5 version. Which has been the case with a few different games, actually. Yeah, it's kind of mid-port. And they do the cardinal sin of trophy hunting. I remember I platinumed the original on PS3 way back in the day, and you had to play it on each difficulty to unlock each trophy. So it didn't stack. Like if you beat it on hard difficulty, it didn't unlock easy and normal. So you had to play it 3 times, and they still didn't fix that in the remasters. So it looks like I'm playing through it 3 more times. But not that I'm really complaining that much. I love the game, but 3 times is excessive. But esports sponsor of the year. That's awesome. Trying to think, what else have I played? I need to pull up I'll pull up my trophies on my phone here, my list. I've just been like burning through games. Honestly, I'm probably playing too many games. Let's see. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Just did the Astrobot DLC. I've been playing Fall Guys again for some reason. I'm like 1 trophy away from the platinum, and I'm getting close to it, so I'm kind of just like going back to that. I played Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, like the PS4 like original, not the new one yet. Which was solid. It was really short. Obviously, but combat's pretty repetitive, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Graphically, it still looked great. It's like 7 years old. I played Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Got the platinum in that. That was fun. There's a cool twist in that game. Helldivers 2. I've been playing a few matches here and there, Helldivers. I played Pumpkin Jack, which was like a fun Halloween type game. It's basically a medieval, I don't want to say rip-off, but it's close to medieval. It has that same vibe, like the PS1 medieval game. Played Mafia Definitive Edition, the remake of that. That was really fun. I think I told you guys I played all 3 of the original Spyro games, or the remakes of those. Platinumed all 3 of those. Plucky Squire, Ghostwire Tokyo. That's about it. That's like recently. I do need to get a group together, Kabi. I want to play some Fall Guys. Maybe we'll stream Fall Guys sometime soon, because I know Shay said that she would play. Kabi, if you want to play, we can get a group together. I need somebody to help me win 5 matches in a row. That's the trophy I'm missing. So I need you guys to lay down your lives for me. I need you to block for me. I need you to make it your priority to make me win. So just, I need that trophy. This is 4 years in the making. Basically, you guys are, I'm Will Ferrell and you're all John C. Reilly in Talladega Nights. You exist to help me win. If you're not on board with that, then I'm sorry. We all do. Yeah, I don't know when I would do that. Sometime soon, but what else? Oh yeah, I've been working my way through Dragon Ball, going back to the beginning, because I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, but I never really gave Dragon Ball a chance. I'm about a third of the way through. I'm like episode 55 or 56. I think in Dragon Ball there's like 150 episodes, so I'm a third of the way through that. Then I'm gonna do Z, then GT, then Super, and then Daima eventually. Let's find some new music here. I just saw, watching some anime. I know, it's surprising, right? I'm hoping this is like my window. This will be my door into other anime. Like if I can get all the way through this, I'm really enjoying it. Obviously there's lots of filler, and Dragon Ball is more based on like the adventure of it. It's not as much like crazy fighting and transformations or anything like that. It's funny. It's way more funny than I thought it would be. Also way more like perverted than I thought it would be. There's like once you get to Dragon Ball Z, they kind of like phase that stuff out a little bit. There's still some of that, but like Master Roshi is like a straight up menace in Dragon Ball. I really didn't know it was like that as much, but which I'm sure it's probably pretty tame compared to other anime. Oh wait, there's movement on the Game Awards page. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, it's just a count. It's a countdown. Okay. There's a countdown. There's a countdown to the nominated. That's funny. Anime is horny as hell. It is. It really is. Oh. Thank you for the clip, Kabi. Your entire existence is for me to win. Exactly. Rurouni Kenshin Season 2 came back last month. I need to get back on that. I know my brother really loves Rurouni Kenshin. That's the one, he's like a red-haired guy with a sword, right? I remember it was on Toonami back in the day. Elle said I started watching MHA, My Hero Academia. My brother's been telling me to watch that one too. So yeah, we'll see in like a year and a half when I get all the way through all the Dragon Ball stuff. It's taken me a little while. I'm trying not to force it. Like I just watched like a couple episodes at night. Oh yeah, Thursday. Let's see. Today's Monday. So yeah, this Thursday, my so I already got my PS5 Pro. You guys know that. But when I ordered my Pro, I went all out and I ordered like a bunch of the 30th anniversary edition PlayStation stuff. Let me turn down this volume of this. It's kind of loud. Um, that's coming Thursday. So I got a DualSense Edge, like their Pro controller with the back buttons. I got a 30th anniversary edition of that. I got a 30th anniversary edition of the normal DualSense, and then a PlayStation Portal, which I've been wanting for like a year. I got the 30th anniversary of that as well. So all those are coming Thursday. So I'm excited to, I'll post pictures of all that in Discord and stuff, but so that's fun. After that, I'm not spending any more money on hardware. I've spent so much money on gaming hardware recently. I'm trying to just like settle in and just, I should be good for the rest of the generation now until hopefully until PS6. The only other thing I want to buy still is PSVR 2, because there's I know they're not really supporting it that well, but like there's some stuff I want to play, like the Horizon game. I definitely want to play the Resident Evils that have the VR modes on there. And apparently on Black Friday, they're dropping the price of PSVR 2 from like 600 to 400 is what's leaked. So that's a really good deal if you guys are interested in VR at all. But yeah, I was 3 episodes off of finishing the original series, and they took it off Crunchyroll because the remake came out. I wasn't happy. Ooh, that sucks. Like, I hate when they do that, especially if there's no warning. Like, I think Netflix now has like a warning, like this show is like leaving Netflix on this date. So at least you have a warning. But my brother's on year 7 of trying to get me to watch DB Super, and now Lunar Harpy has joined the cause. I'm excited. It's fun. It's fun to know that there's like, because obviously I've seen all of Z, and I know GT is like very, like, some people don't even consider it canon. Like, I'm excited to see GT just because I've seen like screenshots of it over the years of like Super Saiyan 4 and all these different transformations that I don't even know what the hell it is. And Super has even more of that, but it's more modern, like it has way better animation. So I'm really excited to get to GT, but especially Super. Tofu Toe Beans. Darren, welcome in. How you doing? I've been Darren. We're about to watch the Game Awards nomination reveals. Now let's listen to Final Fantasy VII. GT is honestly really fun and goofy. Yeah, it does seem like it brings back a little bit of the Dragon Ball goofiness, like with Kid Goku, and I know there's like way more planet traveling, like they go to a bunch of different places, like where Z is mainly on Earth and Namek. So let me go through. I'm going to pull up. Let's go over to this screen. So there's a countdown here. We're 24 minutes away from knowing the nominations. I pulled up a list of all the games that have come out this year. A lot of these are smaller games that probably won't be in like most of the nominations, but it's just a way to go through and look back on each month of the year. Ooh, forgot your lunch. Do you have like a way to get anything else? Did you bring some money or anything? Hopefully you can get some food. So yeah, this is January of this year. Let's go through here. You guys, I'll go through some of these games. You can stop me and let me know if you think this will be nominated. So I think immediately the first one is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Like, I don't know about Game of the Year, but I think it'll definitely get some nods, maybe nominated in some other categories. Soups, welcome in on YouTube. Oh, it's content time, baby. Yeah, we're back. I just felt like doing a stream. The Game Awards nominations are going to get revealed here in like 20 minutes or so. And I love to debate this kind of stuff, so I figured it'd be a fun stream. What's your personal Game of the Year, Soups? Elle says hello, Soups, on YouTube. So let's go through. Yeah, Infinite Wealth, I think, will get some love in some categories. Probably people love the Yakuza games, or I guess they're all called Like a Dragon now, but they're really big. Palworld, I think it'll get nominated for something. I don't think it deserves it. I don't like Palworld, but dude. That's the only outcome, like the new rules of like the remakes and remasters and DLCs being eligible. If Last of Us Part 2 Remastered wins one Game of the Year, do you know how pissed off people would be? That's the only acceptable thing, like with a new rule, that would make me happy. Soup says hi, L on Twitch. Soup says, personally, I think that Mario Party Jamboree has my recency bias, but overall, Love in Deep Space. That's the name of the game, Love in Deep Space. I don't think I've heard of that. I heard Mario Party Jamboree is like one of the better Mario parties, like in recent years. Pal World looks fire. What do you mean? Grandma says Tulu. Start a riot. But that would be funny. Prince of Persia got a lot of love. Apparently it didn't sell as good as it needed to because the team that made it moved on to a different game already, but yeah. Oh yeah, I need to set an alarm so I can start. I want to start a different recording. So like once the nominations go live, I want to actually. Let me see here. Because I want to post this on YouTube and I don't want to have to edit it, so I'm just gonna go. Here. All right. Yeah, that is good when party games like that actually have good single players. Zenless Zone Zero for 2024 Game of the Year. It could win. I mean, really any type of game is eligible now, apparently. You get to capture Pokemon with guns and eat them when you're hungry. Peak gameplay. Hope web fishing wins Game of the Year. I thought that said web fisting. I don't know if that would be eligible. All right, so let's keep going. Oh, Love in Deep Space is right there. So is this like some sort of visual novel? What genre is it? Okay, Home Safety Hotline. I don't know what that is. Silent Hill: The Short Message. I forgot that came out earlier this year. Web fisting is just a kinky name for punching spider. I forgot I have all these Stream Deck buttons. I gotta get on it. All right, so that's Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Some people like that. I don't think that's getting nominated for like Game of the Year. Okay, first big nominee. I think 7 Rebirth will definitely be in Game of the Year nomination, as well as like some other categories. It's a mobile game with boyfriends. Okay, so it's is it a date? It's a dating simulator. Home Safety Hotline is actually pretty cool. Fisting with webbed hands. Oh my god. Pacific Drive apparently was pretty good. Let's see. Last Epoch. I'm going to be skipping a lot of these. It doesn't mean... I know a lot of people like Balatro. I'm just trying to make sure we get through the whole list before we have to watch the nomination. Persona 3 Reload is a remake, but those are eligible. But I really doubt, like with Metaphor out this year as well, and it's the same team. Not the same exact team, but Persona... You know what I mean. Metaphor is basically a Persona game. Foam Stars? Any Foam Stars fans in the house? Minami Lane? Astro Party has anime titty. Oh. But wait, so does Final Fantasy VII. You haven't touched Persona 3 Reload? I thought you played that, Cubby. I mean, have you heard of Tifa? All right, Helldivers 2 will definitely get nominated for something. I don't know if it'll be Game of the Year. Tomb Raider remasters. I have wanted to give those a try. Apparently, each game has a platinum, and there's like 230 something trophies in the entire game, which is... that's worth it just for that fact to me. Princess Peach Showtime. Apparently that was like okay, but I doubt that's getting nominated for like Game of the Year. Maybe it'll get nominated for some other stuff. Rise of the Ronin, solid, but it's like in the 70s on Metacritic. I don't think that's getting nominated for Game of the Year. Maybe like Best Action Adventure. Dragon's Dogma? I always forget about that game this year, but that could get like a Game of the Year nod. I don't know. Let's see. Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. That's not even... That's just with all the DLC bundled in. That's not even like a new release. MLB The Show 24 Game of the Year, maybe? Cobby says, did Soups play Echoes of Wisdom? Yeah, did you play that, Soups? Stellar Blade seems like it was really good. I mean, I still haven't played it yet. I could see that maybe getting Game of the Year nomination, not winning, obviously, but Persona 5 The Phantom X. What is that? Oh, mobile focused spin-off from Atlas. Oh, maybe was this like a Japanese only mobile spin-off? Or maybe it did come over here. I've never even heard of this. The reviewers who gave Rise a low score couldn't understand the combat system. You might be right. I mean, wouldn't be the first time. Mobile games this year went crazy town. Yeah, I will say that you used to be able to tell immediately like you were looking at a mobile game, but I think with like Genshin and things like that, the line is getting blurred between like an actual AAA game and like a mobile game. The mobile hardware is getting stronger so they can scale better across different devices. I still don't really like some of the gacha mechanics in those games regardless, but I can at least appreciate that. Yeah, like that gap is getting smaller. Oh yeah, Hellblade 2 came out this year. I think at the beginning of the year, there was a lot of talk about Hellblade possibly being a Game of the Year candidate, but I don't think so now. You can always tell it. Yeah, exactly. Because if you go in the menus and there's like 6 different types of currency. Yep. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door got a lot of good reviews, but I don't know if it's gonna be a Game of the Year nominee. Definitely not. Animal Well could end up winning some different categories, I think. Let's see. Luigi's Mansion. Yo, Swayze, thank you for the 28 months. I appreciate that. You said, Tofu, happy 28 months, my friend, and good to see you. It's good to see you too, Swayze. Thank you for the 28 months. How have you been? We're discussing Game of the Year stuff. What's your current Game of the Year, Swayze? Is it Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster? As good as the remaster does look, have you seen the stuff about like the different censorship in that game, Swayze? I didn't realize it was as extensive as it was. I'm sure, like in the moment to moment playing the game, no, like who really cares? But it is kind of interesting the things they took out of that. Soup says Animal Well is like Halo 2 and 3. Can you explain? Can you please explain that? Still Wakes the Deep. Shin Megami Tensei 5. We gotta speed through this a little bit. We got like 10 minutes. Zenless Zone Zero. Honestly, it was noticeable to me. I played the OG so many times, but at least it didn't detract from the game being amazing. Yeah, I definitely think, yeah, it's not like, it doesn't ruin anything. Like, the game graphically looks really good, too. I'm excited to get to it eventually. Okay, so here we go. Concord. Game of the year? I mean, technically, they could still re-release Concord today. Like right now, they could release the Concord remaster and it could be eligible. Damn it. What do I want to listen to? Wukong might take it. Yeah. It was very popular, especially like in China. It sold a shitload of copies. But just the reviews for it, like it's sitting in like the 80s on Metacritic. Not that like Metacritic's the end all be all, but I mean, just it's hard to imagine a game that's sitting in the mid 80s beating games that are like in the mid 90s. Just on pure like, because a lot of the same people on these voting boards or whatever are game journalists that gave these same scores to the games that we're looking at right now. So it's like, I think honestly Shadow of the Erdtree should be in the combo. I mean, well, it is going to be like they are eligible to be nominated now. The rules did change. I don't think DLCs and expansions should be in there. I know it scored really high and it is a really good game, or a good expansion, but I think it just muddies the waters too much. But oh, Dustborn. Don't think Dustborn's going to be singing any nominations. Let's see here. Outlaws. I think some people may have even thought Outlaws at the beginning of the year could have been there, but it just launched with too many broken systems. Like they're rehauling a lot of the systems in the game. They're completely changing the way stealth works. Like that game, the game director changed after like the game launched and it got a new game director, and that person is changing like a bunch of shit in the game, which is fine if it was like a live service multiplayer game, but this is a single player narrative driven game that's getting a new game director after the game launch. Soup says I think Suck Up will take it. I didn't even see that title. Nutria. Subside. A lot of people loved Warhammer 40k. I hope that gets nominated for something at least. Honestly, every part of me wants to vote Dead Rising, but I don't think it should win, to be honest. Yeah, there's a difference between, yeah, like your personal pick and like what you think actually deserves it, I guess. Yeah. See, every part of me, I already read that. Outlaws isn't even that bad. Functionally still made less than 1 million sales. Yeah, it wasn't like it was like a totally broken, awful game or anything. It's just funny that like they want to overhaul it, so much of it after launch. But yeah, it didn't sell that great, which is kind of weird for a Star Wars game, a multi-platform Star Wars game, to only sell like 1 million units. All rise. Black Ops 6. Yep. The Jackbox Naughty Pack. Now it's really a Jackbox. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, Game of the Year. Oh shit! That Siren's actually making me really excited to finally play Silent Hill 2. I'm ready. Sparking Zero, yeah. Shin-Chan, Shiro in the Coal Town. I love like all these random games that I've never heard of, and Soups is just like, holy shit, it's Wilmot works it out. Life is Strange Double Exposure. I still really want to play. Maybe you don't know a good game. No, I'm not. I'm saying it's awesome. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just funny. You have eclectic taste. What about Monster High Skulltimate Secrets? Is that a Soups game? Swayze, welcome in on YouTube. Brad should get Game of the Year every year. Agreed. Monster High, rude. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Dragon Age Veilguard. What do you guys think? Is that getting in the I could actually see it being nominated. I definitely don't think it wins. Really, it depends on how many slots they have open for nominations. Like, is it normally 6 or is it 7? I haven't tried it out yet, Monster. No, I'm waiting because apparently on PS5, the remaster has like a weird issue with frame rates, which makes no sense because it's a PS3 game. But however they did the porting process, it's not great because it has issues. So I'm waiting a little while. I'm going to play it though. Wolverine? Wait, where did you see Wolverine? I mean, hopefully Wolverine's 2025. I think it is going to be. Till Dawn, the remake of that. That's not getting any nominations, even though I like Until Dawn. Silent Hill 2 remake, I hope gets a nomination. Metaphor, I think, is definitely going to be on the list. You will see that. Let's keep going. November, let's keep moving here. Lego Horizon Adventures seems solid. It's like a fun Lego kid version of Horizon. I'm excited to play it, but that's not gonna, I mean, maybe that, I don't know if it hit the cutoff or not, because it just came out. It probably didn't hit the cutoff in time, but I could see it being nominated in like Best Family Game or something. Dragon Quest does look cool. A lot of these games, I don't even know if they're gonna hit the cutoff. Yeah, Stalker 2, I don't even think is out yet. Mario and Luigi Brothership, got good reviews from most places, but I think like IGN and some other places gave it like a 5 somehow. Infinity Nikki. I'm interested in it just from like a graphical art style. Like it just looks fun. Looks bright and colorful. I might play Infinity Nikki. Apparently it has like 30 million pre-registers. Like I think it's going to be like a massive like Genshin Impact style phenomenon, if I had to guess, like just from like word of mouth. So we'll see. Copy said, when my husband finished Metaphor, I was so happy because it was literally 2 months of ignoring me for that fucking game. Yeah, that's a massive game. All Persona games are like insane. All right, so we're done here. Let me stop recording. I'm not stopping the stream, but I got to stop the video and restart so we can have a cohesive thing here. All right, stop recording. Here we go. Okay, so we're good. What do we have? We got like 3 minutes. 3 minutes until we know the nominations. Any last minute guesses for the Game Awards nominations in any categories? What are we thinking? My final predictions for Game of the Year nominations are Metaphor, Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think the Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, does get nominated, even though I don't think it should because it's an expansion, but they changed the rules to screw over my boy Astro. I think Black Myth Wukong might get in there, even though it's lower Metacritic. I think that could be one, just because of like how big it was. What else? I'm missing one big one. I know I am. I think maybe something like Stellar Blade could be in there, but I'm a little iffy on that one. I feel like I'm missing one big one, but those are like the big ones that stand out. I'm excited for the Game Awards, though, just in terms of announcements. I know these are just the nominees, but in like a little less than a month, we should have some good game announcements. There's rumors that Resident Evil 9 will be announced at the Game Awards. There's also rumors of another PlayStation State of Play in December. So yeah, I'm excited. We got 1 minute, 40 seconds. Other categories, though, I'm trying to think, like, obviously they have all the esports categories. For some reason, they do like 6 or 7 different esports categories. But I hope stuff like even stuff like Stellar Blade or Rise of the Ronin, like that probably won't, they're not going to win like Game of the Year. I hope they just kind of get some nominations in other categories like Best Action Adventure or things like that. Oh, Silent Hill 2 Remake. Maybe that will be included in Game of the Year noms. I don't know. We'll see. League sweeps esports because the uptick was crazy this year. You think so? I'm so out of the loop on that whole side of the industry. Soup says, I hope Switch 2 announces soon. To be honest, it won't until May probably. Yeah, we do need a honestly, I think there's music on this video. We can just turn off my music that I have. Yeah, there we go. It's literally like the same exact like electronica music. But yeah, I think it's definitely not getting announced this year. I think it's too late in the year, but I think maybe like January it gets announced, and then May, yeah, like April or May. I don't think they wait until like next holiday to launch. That'd be like 8.5 years. There's no way I don't think they can get away with waiting that long. All right, here we go. Game Awards nominations video is live. Let's go full screen.
And the Game Award goes to... And the Game Award goes to...
Also, should I think we should pause as we go. Because this is a stream, but I'm pretty sure it's just streaming like a... Yeah, we'll pause as we go to discuss.
10 years ago, we began a journey together to celebrate video games as the biggest, most powerful form of entertainment.
How's the audio on the video?
And on Thursday, December 12th, right here at Peacock
Does it need to
Theater
come
in
up?
Los Angeles, we will recognize the best and show you what's next with the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards. Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the TGA Global Nomination Announcement Special. Today,
well, I mean, it's live, but it's a live video. It's not like he's literally on camera right now. Like they're just, it's like
honor to reveal this year's nominees, recognizing talented game developers from studios big and small around the world. And you can help select the winners by voting right now at thegameawards.com. All right, you've waited long enough, so let's do it. Here are the nominees for the Game Awards 2024.
Here we go.
For best ongoing
We're behind.
game, the nominees are Destiny 2,
okay.
Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2, baby.
Your best performance nominees are...
This is kind of like, I'm not going to pause that much. This is kind of like when you're voting and everyone just votes down the line Republican or Democrat. I'm voting PlayStation. I don't care if I played the game or not.
Anna White for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell for Life is Strange Double Exposure. Umberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts, Silent Hill 2. And Melina Jurgens, Senua's Saga.
She does do a really good job
for the best
in the Hellblade games.
Game, the nominees are AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
I feel like Balatro.
Best art direction.
I feel like Balatro is going to win that. Balatro's been a huge game.
Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth.
Astro should win.
Metaphor Refantasio, and Neva. For best score and music,
Neva might win.
Nominees are Astrobot,
Astrobot,
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
followed by
Metaphor
Final Fantasy,
Refantasio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade.
Astrobot should win that.
In the category of Best
Has
Audio
great
Design,
music.
these games are nominated. Astrobot,
Astrobot win.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
They're just blazing
Senua's
through
Saga,
these, aren't they?
Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and other...
How about this? I'll stop pausing. We'll just go through it, and then we'll rewind after if we want to like go deeper on categories.
Worlds. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft.
Oh, the
For
animated
Best Narrative
one. I was like, what the
game,
hell?
The TGA nominees are Final Fantasy VII
Best
Rebirth,
narrative, okay.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio,
7 Rebirth.
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Games for Impact celebrates thought-provoking games with a profound pro-social meaning or message. Here are this year's nominees. Closer the Distance,
Okay,
Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera.
Maybe Life is
Zao.
Strange? I don't know.
The nominees for Best Community Support are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
No Man's Skis.
In the category of Best Multiplayer, the nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2,
Helldivers 2.
Super Mario Party Jamboree,
Soups.
Tekken 8,
Super Mario Party.
and Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2. Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, as they are produced outside of the traditional publisher system. The nominees are Animal Well,
Okay.
Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes,
I bet you
Neva,
Animal Well
and
wins this.
UFO 50.
Yeah,
Next
Animal
is
Well
Best
100%
Debut
wins
Indie
that.
Game, which recognizes a development team that hasn't won a game award before. In fact, these teams published their first game in 2024. The nominees are Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive.
Pacific Drive,
and
a lot of people love that
Plucky
game too.
Squire.
Oh, that one's...
For Best V.
I gotta pause. That one is tough. Plucky Squire, there was like 3 of those indie games that had like really good buzz around them. Yeah, that one's gonna be interesting.
AR game. The nominees are Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening.
Heard good
For
things about
Content
Metro
Creator of
Awakening.
the year, the nominees are Queso, Ilawan, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, and Usada Pecora. Part of the Game Awards is looking forward to what's next.
Didn't
And
see my
yes,
name on
we'll
this
have
list.
lots of games to announce on December 12th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles. Death Stranding 2, On the
Okay.
Beach, Ghost of Yote,
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto
Okay.
6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond,
Okay.
and Monster Hunter Wilds. The best
Ghost of
action
Yote.
adventure nominees are Astrobot, Prince
Okay.
of Persia: The Lost Crown,
Astrobot better
Silent
take it.
Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda:
Astro
Echoes
better
of
take
Wisdom.
that.
For best role-playing, the jury selected Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree,
There we go.
Final
There
Fantasy
it is.
VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth,
Called it.
and
They're putting it in there.
Metaphor ReFantazio. In the category of Best Fighting, the nominees are Dragon Ball Spark.
The Elden Ring DLC is going to win that, and it's taking it from a deserving game that's actually a game and not an expansion. Just throwing that out there.
Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Multiversus, and Tekken 8. The nominees for Best Action are Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000.
Stellar Blade,
Space
I think, has a
Marine
good
2.
chance of winning that.
Innovation in accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, the nominees for Innovation in Accessibility are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws.
I don't think I played
Next up,
any
Best
of
Family
those.
Game. The nominees are Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom,
Give it to
and
Astrobot.
The Plucky Squire.
It deserves it.
The best
94
sim
on
strategy
Metacritic.
nominees are Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami: Path of the Goddess,
That might win. I know a lot of people like Kunitsugami.
and Unicorn Overlord. This year, these titles are
Who was
nominated
playing
for
Prince of
Best
Persia?
Sports Racing.
Apparently it didn't sell that good, so not that many
F1
people.
EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, and WWE 2K24. All right, let's take a look at our 3 esports categories, starting with
Oh, they only have 3 this year. I think they had like 7 one year.
Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of...
I think it deserves to. I think Astro deserves to beat Zelda. I think Astro should win basically every category it's in my opinion.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. The nominees for Best Esports Athlete are 3-3, Alexi B, Chuvi, Faker, Zywoo, and
Faker's the only one that I've
Kong
heard
Kong.
of.
And for the Best Esports Team, our Special Esports Committee nominated these teams: Billy Gaming, League of Legends; Gen G, League of Legends; Navi, Counter-Strike; T1, League of Legends; and Team Liquid, Dota 2. All right, it's time for our final 2 categories. For
Best Direction? It's going to be Best Direction?
Game Direction,
yeah,
which recognizes outstanding creative vision and...
A lot of times, like, the game that was like runner-up for Game of the Year seems to always win Game Direction. It's almost like a second place.
In game direction and design, the nominees are Astrobot.
Astrobot takes it.
Balatro.
Come on.
Black Myth Wukong. Elden Ring.
They think that they're going to get away with it. They're going to do it and they're going to get away with it.
Shadow of the Erdtree.
I can't believe it.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor ReFantazio. And finally, our global TGA jury, of which I am not a member, has selected the...
It makes me not even want to like be invested in this, like, because I know.
Following
okay. Anyway,
6 games,
here we go. Game of the Year.
Nominees for Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2024. The Game of the Year nominees are Astrobot from Team Asobi.
There we go.
Balatro from Local Thumb.
Fuck off, man.
Black
Sorry, like Balatro being in there, like
Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree from Software. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth from Square Enix, and Metaphor ReFantazio from Studio Zero. So there you have it. Those are your nominees for Game of the Year. And yes, that means you'll hear the Game Awards Orchestra, conducted by Lauren Balfe, play their themes live on this very stage on December 12th. But before then, you should head to thegameawards.com to help select the winners by casting your ballot in all categories. Also, stay tuned for the announcement of our Player's Voice category, where fans 100%
don't the votes actually only count for like 10% of the actual
nominees on Monday, December
winning?
2nd.
Like it's mainly games journalists who vote on it.
Live during the Game Awards.
I could be wrong.
Streams globally on Thursday, December 12th, starting with the opening act at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 12:30 a.m.
It's like a real, yeah, it's like the Electoral College.
Our team cannot wait to share our 10th anniversary show with you. I hope to see you then. And don't forget, cast your votes.
Oh my goodness. Well, that went about exactly how I thought it would, so I can't be that mad.
When you get Zaxx packs on.
That was so loud. When you get Zaxby's. Yeah, I've never seen such blatant rule changing. Like I have to go on a rant here and then we'll like go through some of the nominees again. Like So I follow somebody. I'm gonna. I'll find the tweet just so you guys know what they're doing here. Like, let me pull it up. They are stealing this category from other deserving games. Let me find the account. So someone used the Wayback Machine to find out when this new rule appeared on the Game Awards website. And it appeared like days ago. Literally, they're covering their own ass. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. So this guy, Broken Games HDR, he's a good podcaster and stuff. Said, I used Wayback Machine to check if the Game Awards statement using expansions and DLC and remakes were there just because I was curious. It doesn't seem to appear there until literally a day ago, to November 15th. It doesn't even, because it doesn't even appear on November 13th. So they literally added this rule just so Elden Ring could be on there. Like, that's literally all it is. So I'm not debating how good the expansion is. I'm sure it deserves the 90 whatever Metacritic on there. But like, it already had its moment. Like, it won Game of the Year like unanimously 2 years ago. Like, if they wanted this to be a full release, they should have called it Elden Ring 2 and made it a standalone thing. So it's clear FromSoft bias there. Like, I don't understand. If it was any other game or expansion, this wouldn't be happening 100%. But anyway, so let's go back through. Let me pull up.
(2024) The Game of the Year nominees.
Yeah, technically, the way they phrase it is like, yeah, any DLC or expansion can be considered, but that's not what they mean. They mean everybody loves Elden Ring, so we're going to change the rules for one piece of DLC and expansion. So I don't. Let me go through here.
Astrobot.
Yeah, Astrobot. So there's 6 games. Balatro does not belong on this list. Can already tell you that. Black Myth Wukong is interesting because, yeah, it was a big game that came out this year, but in terms of, like I said, like Metacritic, it's not up there with like Metaphor or Final Fantasy VII or Astrobot. So it's a little weird that that's there, but
Black Myth Wukong by Game Science. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree by From Software.
Shouldn't be there.
Final Fantasy VII
Rebirth should be there.
From Square Enix. And Metaphor. ReFantazio.
So yeah, out of those 6, what do you guys think? Just gauging the room. What deserves to win? Let me put some music back on here. I personally, I had the most fun playing Astrobot, and I think it deserves Game of the Year. Followed very, very closely by Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Third place, from what I know about it, I feel like Metaphor probably deserves it. I haven't played any of Metaphor, so I can't really give a full opinion on it. But that's what I would hope if the other 2 don't win it. But part of what I think is going to happen, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is either going to win Best Game Direction or Game of the Year. It's going to win one or the other. And then something else is going to win the opposite. So part of me thinks they're not going to give Game of the Year to Elden Ring because they know like how annoyed and that like how anticlimactic that is. So I feel like Elden Ring might win Best Game Direction. And then they give Game of the Year to like 7 Rebirth or Astrobot or something, hopefully. So I don't know. Loki says Balatro. So you really love Balatro? Yeah, that, and I'm not even debating that's a bad game either. I just don't, compared to the other entries, in my opinion, I just don't know if it belongs there. But no, you're just Team Chaos. That's fine. Let me go back up here. Copy says literally, what's so special about Elden Ring? It's just a Zelda ripoff. Wasn't some, yeah, I already answered that. They should take Elden Ring and put, yeah, that would be fine with me. Silent Hill 2. Yeah, Balatro is like poker, but it's changed around a little bit. It's like every so often there's an indie game or like a smaller game that games journalists get obsessed with like including in the conversation with bigger games because they feel like it's like anti-establishment almost. You get that vibe. That feels like one of those games where it's like everybody knows it's not in the same ballpark, but like they just pretend it is. Like there's every few years there's a game like that, and it you can always sense it. But anyways, let me see here. Would want either Metaphor or Astrobot. Yeah, honestly, I'm fine if Astrobot, Final Fantasy, or Metaphor. If any of those three win, I'll consider it a success on the front against Elden Ring. Really anything but Elden Ring, but those three are the ones that I'm hoping for. So. With that understanding, I'd say Astro, even though I haven't played it. Yeah, I know I've harped on it a lot, but I really do feel like Astrobot is just like so special and fun, and like, and I'm definitely big enough to admit that, yeah, the bias like for Astrobot comes heavily from the fact that I'm a big PlayStation fan, because it plays to those feelings in people. Like it's literally what it's about. You're collecting PlayStation characters and pieces of PlayStation hardware, and like, but just the atmosphere of the game, the music, it's colorful. It's like, it's so fun. It's obviously very Nintendo inspired, which I think is needed in PlayStation's library. Like it's, as much as I love their like very big budget AAA, like narrative driven games like Last of Us and Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima and all that stuff. Like it's really nice to see that PlayStation has a team that can inject that like almost Nintendo magic type vibe into a game, and apply it to characters that I'm more familiar with and like the ecosystem that I love. So that it like there's never been a PlayStation game more aimed at me. I think like it's literally made for people that grew up with PlayStation like me. So that's why I really hope it wins. But if it can come with Microsoft Windows, why is it on Game of the Year? That's a really funny point. Yeah, it's like nominating Solitaire for Game of the Year. Literally played nothing that was nominated, but I intend to play both Astro and Zelda. Yeah, definitely try to get to Astro Monster. It's really, really good. But yeah, I'm trying to think. We could go back through some of the other nominations of like the smaller categories here and just see. The two big ones are definitely. Wait, why isn't it letting me? Something's not working here.
When more than 100 people believe in the same vision and build something out of it, we can make miracles. We can make art.
Maybe it's because the live stream's still happening. Yeah, I could possibly see an Astrobot sale. It's still pretty new to go on any like heavily discounted sale, but I could see maybe like $15 off maybe. I don't know why this is loading so slow. Like every Zelda's fun because you're the princess. Where would you rank Echoes of Wisdom, Cobby, compared to like the other like top-down Zeldas? Dude, come on. don't know why it's moving so slow. All right, let's do this. Let's go. We'll go 2 times speed. Just so I can kind of blaze through this again and go over any nominations we want to talk about again. In 3 minutes? Why 3 minutes? All right, come on. Best ongoing game. I do think Helldivers 2 has a good chance of taking that. I mean, it's still early in its life. It hasn't even been out a year, but they did mess up some of the weapon balancing, but I think the meta aspect of how they like their social media is very meta with the way they assign orders to people, and they keep the story and vibe of the game through all of their social media. I'm sure there's other games that do that, but they've been like really unique with that. I haven't necessarily seen other people do it, but so I could see that, like, and they've kind of brought the game back a little bit from all the best performance. I don't know. I could see her winning, even though I don't really love Hellblade all that much. Best mobile game, Balatro will probably win that. Art direction. Art direction's an interesting one. I could see Metaphor winning art direction just because of how stylish it is, especially the menus. Balatro's like poker, but it's like a variation on it. It kind of blew up this year. It's hard to describe, like. Best score in music. I feel like I would be fine with Rebirth winning that, even though I love the music in Astrobot. Rebirth, God, there's so many good Final Fantasy tracks in that, like OG tracks that are redone. Audio design. I haven't played Silent Hill 2, but I know Silent Hill 2 audio design has always been fantastic. If the remake is anything like the OG games, then yeah, that would deserve to win. Although Hellblade 2 has really good audio with like the binaural audio of like the voices talking in your headphones and stuff. Best adaptation. Fallout will probably win that. People love the Fallout show. I thought it was really solid too. Yeah, it's not like that. I don't think it's like simulated joysticks. It's like a card game. You're not controlling a character, really. Like, it's best narrative. I hope Final Fantasy wins that. Welcome back, Copy. Games for Impact. I haven't really played any of these, but I love Life is Strange. So I'm gonna say Life is Strange should win that one. Community support. I guess that's pretty similar to best ongoing game. I really hope Helldivers 2 wins a lot of the categories it's in. Definitely deserves it. Copy said, Echoes is so new, it's like the top of the list for me, but it's realistically like 3rd place after Minish Cap and Link to the Past. Okay. Do you like A Link Between Worlds more than A Link to the Past? Oops.
Create the fun you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
God, that ad really worked on me. I want Sonic right now. I'm getting really hungry. Yeah, me too, Monster. Definitely. Most anticipated. Yeah, what's everybody's most anticipated out of these? So let's go back. So what is it? We got Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Monster Hunter Wilds. For me, Ghost of Yotei for sure. But I know a lot of people. I wonder if GTA 6 even comes out next year. None of the above. Yeah. I hope Wolverine comes out next year. The Insomniac games. I don't know if it's like totally confirmed. Action adventure. Be nice for Astrobot to win. Action adventure is so weird because yeah, like you're putting Astrobot against like Silent Hill. Those are both action adventure games. Like such a wide genre. Yeah, it's like Elden Ring's in best role-playing game, and it's obvious like Rebirth or Metaphor deserves to win that. And Elden Ring might win. It's not a game. Sparking Zero might win this best fighting game. Best action game, Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, I hope Stellar Blade wins that one. All right, I think we're down to the last couple categories again. No, innovate. Okay, yeah. We'll just go through these one more time and then. Oh, you know what's crazy? Almost no Dragon Age love. I think accessibility was the only one it got nominated for. And if you remember 2014, Inquisition won Game of the Year from the Game Awards and like a lot of other outlets. It was a very down year because it was like the first year after the new consoles came out, like PS4 and Xbox One. So it wasn't a lot there, but it's kind of funny to see like how it's kind of fallen off. Like only one nomination. Hope Astro wins this too.
Oh, that was great.
I was scared. Link Between Worlds is better than Link to the Past, but I just love Link to the Past more. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, best game direction. Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Rebirth, Metaphor. So yeah, the nominees for best game direction and game of the year are literally the same. It's the same 6 games exactly. So yeah, it's interesting. Dude, imagine if Shadow of the Erdtree wins game direction and game of the year. I tweeted this, but you guys, I'll show you guys what I tweeted here. This I'm gonna have to do it. I don't want to have to do this, but I'll break it out. Wait, where did I post it?
Dining room.
Spoons, they're out. Panera's new ciabatta dippers
Dude,
are in.
stop playing ads. Interesting. Oh, see, yeah, this is what I'm gonna have to bring it back. We will bring back Doritos Pope's memes if you don't bend to the gamer's will. We don't want DLC and expansions included in other categories. I'll make it my life mission to bring this meme back. What happened to my music? Oh, it's muted. I know the world is super ready for GTA 6, but I really dislike the premise for the entire franchise, so it's a no for me. None of them anticipate doing anything for me. Yeah, if you're not into like, yeah, like a basically like a crime simulator, then yeah, you're not gonna love it. Oh, Copy, did you like it? Nice. But okay, so yeah, that's game direction, and yeah, it's like the same exact nominees for game of the year. Astrobot, Balatro. Yeah, it's pretty predictable. You were like, I tweeted, and I was like, bet. You were on it. You were on it. So yeah, final thoughts, I guess. What do you guys think overall? Like, are you upset about the Elden Ring inclusion? Does it not really matter? Am I overblowing this? Is an expansion a game if it's big enough? Is it Elden Ring favoritism? I think it was pretty predictable all around. My Game of the Year nominations were basically exactly right, except they didn't include like Stellar Blade or Silent Hill or anything. So not enough Zelda nominations, too much Elden Ring nomination. Yeah, Zelda got a couple, right? Best family game. What was the other one? Maybe there was one other one, I think. GTA glamorizes encouraging immorality, lawlessness, and depravity. Doing those things just isn't fun for me. I know that sounds weird for someone that loves horror games, but always fighting against the evil. That's fair. Yeah, I definitely get that. Yeah, there is like a weird line. Like, I don't always have to play as the good guy, but yeah, some games get close to that line of like, what are we really like glamorizing? Like, I totally understand that. Like, but yeah. Action adventure. Okay. Also, I'm just irrationally mad at Metaphor, so I want that gone from every list. Wait, why? Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You said why you're mad at Metaphor. I forgot. Yeah. Because your husband was playing for like 2 months straight. I will think we'll have to riot when Elden Ring wins. Yeah, I know I keep saying it, but I've never seen anything like that, man. Just blatant rule changing like 4 days before they announce the nominations. It's wild. But anyways, let's see. We'll do a quick Twitter browse or X browse and see like what people are saying about the nominations. Someone said the thought of an anime art style JRPG winning Game of the Year terrified Jeff Keighley so much he had to change the rules to get Elden Ring back. 24K likes. So it seems like I'll give it a like. It seems like a lot of people are not very happy about Elden Ring being included. But the thing is, now they can't go back on it now. They're already announced. Like, even if there's backlash, it's not like they're going to change it now. Let's see. 7 nominations for Astrobot and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's awesome. Both of those games deserve it. 6 for Metaphor, 5 for Balatro, 5 for Silent Hill 2. That's good too. 4 for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Helldivers 2, Senua's Saga. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm glad Astro and Final Fantasy both got a lot of love. Let's see here. Any other Game Awards talk?
Lost on Mira.
Resident Evil 3 needs a director's cut and have more open Raccoon City with random nemesis encounters. This is like a talking point from like 2020 or 2021. Who still thinks that they're going to go back and make a director's cut of Resident Evil 3 4 or 5 years later? Like, this is what people were hoping for like 3 years ago. Like, I agree. I think they should have done that, but they're not doing that now. Yo, Tam, welcome in. Good to see you. Not a whole lot of variety. Yeah, it does seem like, yeah, like I just said, Astrobot, I think it deserves it, but yeah, a lot of the same games in a lot of the categories. Let's see. I love badly created, like badly photoshopped memes. Alan Wake if he wasn't fucking around. I need to see some more backlash. Oh fuck, what was that? I just missed a guy flipping Best Buy off. That. Oh, what is that? Okay. Scroll by that. Maybe I can get back to it. I think I can if I go back far enough. Yeah, I'm so wary of Resident Evil rumors, but that could be cool, a Jill and Leon game. There it is. That's literally me. Best Buy ruined my life. This video is 18 years old. I'm gonna bookmark this. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they never fully met. Yeah, I don't know. What? That's pretty wild. Assassin's Creed The Streets of London are calling free 60 FPS update available tomorrow on PS5, PS5 Pro, and Xbox Series X and S. Interesting. That game's old. This is like almost a decade old. That's cool that they went back and added it. More of a reason for me to want to go back and play that one. But Best Buy lost me when they dropped physical media for movies, forcing us to switch to Wally World. Oh yeah, they did. They did switch, didn't they? Oh my goodness. Let's see, anything else? Like I said, this will probably be a short stream. Really just wanted to talk with you guys and like hang out, talk about Game Awards nominees. I'm still trying to get back to the point where I do at least one stream a week on Mondays. So the plan as of right now is to stream a week from today. Let me give you guys the Discord link. Most of you guys are already in here, but that's the best way to stay up to date with when I'm going to go live. Appreciate you guys hanging out though, even with like the streams being so intermittent. Never know who's still going to show up, so I really do appreciate it. But I've been good, Tim. Yeah, I hope you have too. We'll get out of here in just a little bit. I just kind of want to see what the sentiment is around it. Like I definitely saw a few people saying like Elden Ring shouldn't be there, but let's just search it. Game Awards, Elden Ring. It seems like Metaphor fans are the ones most annoyed from what I'm seeing. Damn, that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. 5 months is a long time. Keep it up. That is awesome, man. Atlas released one of the best games they've ever made as a brand new IP that isn't a SMT spinoff for once. Jeff's just making up new rules to give an reward to FromSoft. I love Shadow of the Erdtree and have almost 6 hours in Elden Ring, but come on, DLCs aren't new games. Yep. This will come back to bite them in years in the future when it's not Elden Ring they're trying to push through and they still have to abide by this stupid shit. They're going to wish this wasn't a rule. Let's see. So I get some people are for it. Elden Ring should not be nominated in any of the categories included, including Game of the Years. This is a bad move by the Game Awards. Agreed. If Elden Ring DLC gets a single award, every games journalist deserves to be fired. Just cancel the Game Awards at this point. DLC should not be eligible. They're literally bending the rules so everyone can suck off Elden Ring even more. 100%. Salty tofu is my favorite tofu. Wish he'd complain to me more. Well, I got a lot I could complain about. So get ready. I'm just getting started. Bending the rules of the awards just to shove in the Elden Ring DLC is so extremely biased because you're basically trying to say that the devs who worked to put out new releases this year ain't as worthy as a nomination of a 2-year-old game that's already won. Yeah. And it's not like there aren't other games that could have filled the spot. Like Stellar Blade easily could be there. Silent Hill 2 Remake could easily be there. Like it's not like it's a bad year that they had to fill. They had to fill slots with something. Yeah, a lot of people seem upset. You were never a big fan of Elden Ring. Your DMs are open. Thank you, Copy. I appreciate that. If I need to vent even more about Elden Ring, I know where to go. All right. Well, that probably about does it. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Fun little short stream. Like I said, plan is next Monday, 9 a.m. For we'll actually play a game. I don't know what we'll play yet, but I'm trying to I want to get a new capture card because the capture card I have now, like I'd love to play like my PS5 Pro on stream, but the capture card I have is like all fucked up right now. I need to get another one. Nem, welcome in. Good to see you. Sorry we're like about to head out. I'm sorry. We were just talking about Game of the Year and how I'm personally frustrated that the Elden Ring DLC is actually getting nominated, but that's just me. Yeah, good to see you, Monster. Thank you, Grem. Playing No More Room in Hell 2 feels really nice. I've heard of that game. I've never seen, I don't even think I've seen gameplay for it or anything. This is a funny graph here. Kind of just showing Xbox. I don't think, yeah, it's never won Game of the Year the entire time the VGA or the Game Awards have existed. So 2013. Wait. Oh, or these are just nominations. Okay, yeah. So it hasn't even had a game nominated, let alone win? Yeah, so 2013, Last of Us would have won. What is that? Oh, Bayonetta 2, Super Mario Maker, Bloodborne, Uncharted 4, Horizon. Huh. I really don't know yet. I haven't really decided. I'll probably just be playing some like casual stuff like trophy hunting and things like that. I think I'm done with like challenge run type stuff on stream for a while. Just trying to enjoy playing games and trophy hunting and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you again for a fun stream. I'll be back next week. I'll see you in Discord. Thank you all for hanging out, talking Game Awards with me. I'll definitely be streaming the Game Awards. What's the actual date of it? I think it's later in the year this year. Thursday, December 12th. It's normally later at night too. So yeah, it'll be that night. So we'll definitely try to stream that live next month as well. Agreed, Nemesis. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Like I said, I'll see you next week. I'm out of here. Have a great rest of your week. Play some awesome games. I'll see you then. Bye.